Okay, so Long Point, and it's in Machiasport, and I am going to be basically showing you the hike from the end of Long Point backwards because I started in the dark. And I'll put my trail map on there. The length that I walked was 3.6 miles and 259 feet of elevation gain. You can stay mainly on the road. There are a couple of places where you walk through the woods. One of them is kind of it starts at the road, goes around, comes back to the road. But it's a really nice place. I like it, and I particularly like Holmes Point, and I did spend some time there. So that's my hike. It says no parking dusk to dawn, but I consider this dawn. And here's the sign that's in the parking lot. This is the parking lot that you can come to, and I'll show you the road on the way back that you would have to drive up to get there. And this is probably supposed to be kind of the beginning of the preserve, because there's a sign up there that says Long Point Preserve. And so far I've been just going up road like this, which I will also show you on the way back when it's light out. But okay, so this is the trail that I just came out of, and we're going to go back onto the road to Cottage Beach Cove, and we'll walk down here a little bit and we'll get to a place to get onto the beach. I don't know exactly where I am in this loop, but I know eventually I'm going to be able to go to some rocks on the shore. But this is not the one I'm used to, so we will see. This is actually the end of Long Point. The radio towers are over there. The sun is rising, obviously, over there. And usually I end up on a different beach, which is par for the course for me. We're going to head back to the trail, and there are these little handy steps here, and it's daylight. So okay, so this isn't too treacherous, and I can show you parts of the trail. So I've just left Long Point, and I should end up going back to that bench that I was at before. It's a little uphill here and there. The latter part of this trail goes uphill a little bit and downhill. Very nice walking. A little viewing point. Beautiful reflections in the water. Now, nice and flat. And easy walking. And I probably should eventually end up back on the road that I'll walk back on, I hope. But I am capable of getting lost anywhere. Okay. We're coming up to a bench to sit at and watch the ducks in the water. Hear the boats. Okay, we're twisting a little this way and that. And it flattens out again. I think we're coming back up to the road. I don't know when those came down, but they're easy to walk under anyway. I think over there is where we're going. It's a little diversion. So there's this log. Of course, I'm on my way back. There's a little place here where you can go down to the beach. People do drive all the way down this road. And right now it's pretty dry. I think especially the people who work for Maine Coast Heritage Trust. Okay, this is our diversion, and this actually comes, I guess, I don't remember passing this when I get off the trail, but this is Holmes Point, and it's really a nice spot. So you just walk down the little trail and you end up at the point. Beach over here. Okay. When you get to the end of this, there's a little place where you can walk down to the beach. Here at the very end is where you can walk down. But I'm not going to do that. So I took some pictures. And that fog over there was what I was going for. I guess I didn't realize there are some little bit of a cliff here. And this is another one of the informational things. Which you can read about if you come here. Okay. I think I was recording without realizing it, but I am still on Holmes Point, headed back to the main trail. So we're coming back up to the road, which is basically the main trail now for the rest of the way in. Unless I wanted to go back in the woods again, which I don't plan to do. Another parking area. Handicapped and staff parking. I don't know. I think this must be where I went into the woods. So to show you this trail, I'm really going backwards from Long Point, as I said before. Here's a bigger parking lot. There's a road that's going to take us back to the one that I parked in. And I actually did go up behind there once. I don't remember there being a sign to say I couldn't, but I did. Most of this road really isn't bad. And you could get over it in non-winter. But it's this, and the tide is out. Lots of trucks are down here, parked on the mud flats, digging clams. Here's a part up here that I guess it's not bad. You can drive through it. I walked through it. But it's basically a little drainage area from this pond. And I love this pond because of the reflections in the water. So I walked through this morning. Yes, you're probably better off to drive through it than walk through it. Those are the reflections, which are, to me, they're so cool. So we're coming back to the road over here. And I will say, these boots that I got on sale from LL Bean, because they're a weird color. I wore them all through last winter and all summer. And they do stay dry, they're warm, and when they get wet, they dry off really fast. Top of the road's up there. So you can cut off a lot of this walk if you drive down. And as I said, when you're coming, this is where you'll come from. When you see it's going to turn to dirt, the parking lot that I use is on the left. That obviously is private property. And that is the road. Going into the parking lot.